The traditional health model across the country was very archaic and outdated, and kids were suffering because it lacked in innovation. It consisted of scare tactics, cheesy videos, outdated textbooks, and adults generally just giving lectures. A lot of interventions have been a failure because they were dependent upon outsiders coming in to solve the problems of a school. Many people assume that we have a nurse in every school. Many of our schools do not have any health worker on site, and we have school counselors that have about 1,000 students assigned to them. We came up with a more innovative approach to health education. HIP stands for Health Information Project. HIP is a peer-to-peer health education program that's empowering high school students to tackle the health crises of their generation. We believe that having kids teach other kids is the best way to disseminate the information and the best way to encourage kids to access help when they need it.
HIP can be implemented in both the public and private school settings. It can serve as a complement to an existing health education program or as a substitute. HIP runs like a club at a school with the faculty sponsor at the helm and the HIP student board serving as the leaders of the HIP program at their school. We train 11th and 12th graders at the schools to serve as peer health educators. They get trained in everything from public speaking, classroom management, curriculum knowledge, leadership skills. They then go into the 9th grade classes to teach a comprehensive health curriculum. The HIP model has 3 components. The first component is classroom discussion sessions. Oftentimes there are health topics that are thought of as being taboo, that people do not want to talk about. And what HIP is saying is we need to have these conversations. We need to talk about these things so that kids know what not to do or what to do in order to be emotionally and physically well. The second component of the HIP model is our school health campaign. HIP is an identifiable brand on every school's campus. There are HIP tips, banners, posters, t-shirts for the peer health educators all throughout a school campus. The third component is our school health resource site. We have resources either based on location or based on HIP health topic. The HIP program is unique. No city or school district is addressing these issues.
The HIP program is an awesome program. The way the school system is set up right now, there's a heavy burden on testing and academics and finding success in those areas that the social-emotional portion of it gets left behind. When you work with children, you have to deal with the entire child. HIP is vital to having a successful school.
9th graders can't assume any of us were ever their age, but they can look at a 17 or 18-year-old student and say, oh yeah, he or she gets it. So I think they're telling me the truth. It's more real for them. A student will share something with them that maybe they wouldn't share with an adult. And then the HIP leaders are so well trained, they know where to take them to get them help. That is extra assistance, it's an extra set of eyes.
We have had many specific incidences of saving lives. Literally, we've intervened in drug matters, suicide attempts, in mental health issues.
We have students here who are facing serious issues. HIP is our answer.
What HIP is doing is filling a major gap in society. It's not intervening when they're already sick. It's preventing them from getting there. This is something that can happen in every school in this country.
This nation is spending an awful lot of money addressing the consequences of the issue rather than engaging in prevention. If you believe that healthy children, in fact, can learn better, then you have to invest resources, you have to invest time, dedication, in embracing programs that elevate the quality of life by ensuring that children feel safe, feel healthy, mentally, emotionally, and physically. That's why I support HIP, because it works. The research is compelling. Our own experience in Miami-Dade is very telling. Educationally, it makes sense. Economically, it makes sense. Any smart community should support a program like HIP. Healthy kids learn, period.
Mindfulness is a tool that helps us to feel a greater sense of calm and well-being. It works by helping us to strengthen our ability to be right here in the present instead of thinking back and reviewing the past and thinking about things that have already happened, or having our thoughts go to the future and worrying about things that haven't yet happened yet. The way that we practice it is by placing our attention on something that's happening in the present moment. That something really could be anything, but in the practice that I'd like to guide you through, we will practice with our bodies, paying attention to ordinary sensations in the body, and also working with the sensations of the breath. So I would invite you right now to allow yourself to settle into a comfortable position in the seat that you're in. You could close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, but it's perfectly fine to keep your eyes open. And we'll begin this mindfulness practice by simply noticing any places in the body where we can relax and soften and let go of any tightness and tension. So just taking a moment to scan through your body and practice relaxing. It may be just relaxing your shoulders, or even letting your eyes be soft. And then as you're ready, just paying attention to some other very ordinary sensations, like possibly your feet resting against the ground. Maybe you can notice a sense of pressure, just a sense of contact. And as you're ready, bringing your attention to your hands. Noticing whether your hands are resting against another part of the body, or maybe they're touching each other, and being able to notice what that feels like. Maybe the hands feel warm, or cool, or heavy. Our bodies only occur in the present moment, so they provide us with a wonderful place to begin to practice being mindful, paying attention. If you notice while we're engaged in this practice that your mind wanders off, as I suspect that it will, just let go of whatever it is that distracted you and see if you could come back to the practice again. And now as you're ready, what we're going to do is spend a little time practicing with feeling the breath. In this part of the practice, you don't need to breathe in any special way. Just let your body breathe however it wants to, and simply bring your attention to your abdomen, and we're going to feel what's happening here as we're breathing. It might even be helpful for you to place the palm of your hand on this part of your body, and we're simply going to feel the belly rise when we breathe in and fall when we breathe out. One breath at a time. When you notice you're not paying attention to these sensations, just gently come back and start over. You can't get it wrong. Feeling the rising of the abdomen on the in-breath and the falling of the abdomen on the out-breath. As you're ready, just bringing your attention back to a sense of your body sitting here. Maybe just checking in to see if you want to relax the body again. And maybe just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling right now.